next panel discussion in association with the Corporate Gifts Association of India. And the topic for today is Scaling a Gifting Brand, Real World Challenges, Growth Strategies, and Success Stories, which helps you learn through real world examples. I invite Mr. Pawankumar Narang, partner, Manoharlal, Omprakash and Company, and please give him a round of applause.
A very good afternoon, a very warm afternoon to you all. I hope I'm audible behind. Well, वैसे Messi Frankfurt has ensured it's not so warm inside here. So thank you, Messi, for the good environment. It's cool and pleasant inside. Short introduction, I'm Pawan Narang, partner at Manoharlal Omprakash and Company. We are a 50+ year old organization. It's a family business. We are into all types of corporate gifting. And I'm blessed to have a legacy given to me with a 25-year-old experience in corporate gifting myself. हमारे गिफ्टिंग इंडस्ट्री में सब टाइप के लोग हैं, मैन्युफैक्चरर्स, ट्रेडर्स, इंपोर्टर्स, स्टॉकिस्ट्स, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. कुछ ब्रांड बेचते हैं, कुछ ब्रांड बनाते हैं और कुछ लोग खुद ब्रांड बन जाते हैं. तो बस ऐसे ही कुछ सितारों के साथ आज हमारी सेशन है. Our topic of discussion is scaling of a gifting brand, the real world challenges, various growth strategies, and most importantly, the success stories of our delegates, whom I am privileged to have here. So while I take pleasure in introducing the panelists, I would request you all to welcome them with a warm round of applause. My first guest for the afternoon is Mr. Haresh Tolani. He is the partner at Elbon International. Mr. Haresh bhai, can we have you up, please? Let's welcome him with a round of applause. Haresh bhai is a manufacturing in bags with over 25 years of experience, offering a wide range of backpacks, laptop sleeves, duffel bags, sling bags, and travel accessories. Alongside an OEM manufacturing, he also runs his own brand, Gilmore Oak, serving both B2B corporate gifting and online marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Ajio across India. They are also distributors for international brands such as Kenneth Cole, Nautica, Giordana for the B2B market pan-India for retail gifting. Haresh bhai, we welcome you on this afternoon. Looking forward to a wonderful session. Please take your seat. Next on the list is Mr. Yash Lunavat. Yash is from Bluemark Promotions LLP Pune. Can we have Yash, please? He is a part of a family business as a second generation entrepreneur who are a promotional corporate gifting manufacturing company specializing in plastic, MDF and acrylic products and cater to corporates across India through corporate gifting resellers with an in-house setup, including plastic injection molding, laser cutting and marketing, flatbed UV printing, screen digital printing, 3D printing, hot foiling and allied machinery. Yash, we welcome you on this afternoon. I take pleasure in inviting Mr. Mangal Chechani. He is the founder and partner at Procter International Private Limited, Mumbai. Mangal bhai, please. Can we have a round of applause, please? His company runs one of the leading online gifting platforms with 200+ brands, 10,000+ products. The website name is brandedcorporategift.com. They offer end-to-end solutions from sourcing and branding to delivery. Lately, they have also ventured into automation and tech-driven gifting solutions integrated with HR and CRM systems to make corporate gifting simpler and more scalable. Manoj bhai, looking forward. Last but not the least, Mr. Savio Abraham, Senior Vice President, Business Development at Frido. Mr. Savio. Frido is a fast-growing D2C brand focused on ergonomic comfort and wellness solutions. Mr. Savio leads strategic partnerships and growth across corporate, institutional, and retail channels with a strong focus on expanding their presence in the gifting and B2B space. At Frido, gifting is evolving beyond formality into something more thoughtful and purposeful. Its wellness-focused practical products are increasingly valued because they add real everyday comfort to people's lives while reinforcing meaningful branding connections. A warm welcome to the audience. Thank you for being here. And let's have a wonderful session ahead without wasting any time. My first question would be to Mr. Haresh Tolani. What are some of the challenges, common challenges that gifting brands face when scaling their businesses, and how can you try to overcome them?
Hi everyone, how's everything good? Let's have a smiling discussion. So, brand is no more a novelty. It is a value for money, and a brand recall is very important in the today's corporate gifting. The challenges is always like these manufacturing and giving on time is a big, big challenge, which you have to accept it with a smile and do it because client is always right. So the challenge what we have, a client comes to us and says, हरीश भाई मुझे MRP चाहिए 11,000 से 15,000 लेकिन बजट सिर्फ 700 और 600 रुपया है. So this is something we can't tell him no because client is always right. So we explain him that this is not good, sir. We will give you nice value. Let there be genuine MRP and value for money. Yes, the product what we will give you is like the customer will think like it's like 4 times, 5 times the price because we do bulk production and give you value for money. And then the customer says, I need 20,000 duffel bags in 20 days. मैंने आपका styles approve करने जा रहा हूँ. 20,000 क्या मिलेगा? मैं उसको 3 product देता हूँ because I know the fabrics are ready. He goes and gets me the order. Harish, I've got the order, but he comes to me after 5 days and says the order is confirmed, but you have to make in 15 days instead of 20 days. So these are the things what we have a big issue where the client is always, but he is not right here. We have to explain him. 20 days लगेगा, मतलब लगेगा. आप customer को बोल दो. हम try करेंगे 15 days में, but 20 days what we'll take it, so we don't have challenges and give them on time.
Like our elders used to say, customer is next to God, but not God. Moving on, my next question is for Yash. What are the pitfalls to avoid when scaling a gifting brand?
I think what we are doing is we are defining what is that we want to be known for, because you cannot do everything. When you try to do everything, then you cannot do justice to your brand, and you need to be known for something. So if you are known, let's say for a specific product category, that then we ensure that we have the biggest range in that specific product category, rather than trying to do everything and sab nahi mil sakta. There are many players and you can not do everything. So that is one of them. And second is, most importantly, we know, like Harish bhai said, ki timeline is one of the biggest constraint, क्योंकि gifting in general for any event is the last priority. बाकी सब decide होने के बाद उनको याद आता है कि gift चाहिए करके. And they think it is okay to take 10-15 days to decide, but they want the manufacturing done within a week. तो वो नहीं होता है. So stocks is one more challenge that we work on, that we ensure that whatever range that we exhibit or whatever range we have, we always have stocks for that available.
To sum it up, both said we need to maintain stocks if you want to scale your brand. Good thought. Next question is for Mr. Savio and Mr. Mangal. You all can take it simultaneously, one at a time. What's a creative way you've seen a gifting brand drive growth, and what made it successful? A creative way of a brand being growing. You both are brand builders.
See, so I come from a D2C brand like Frido, and you know, it's just always a benefit to be with a brand like Frido because we have a huge creative marketing team. But when it comes to the gifting world, it's a different ballpark altogether. Using that brand value, it has been easier for us, but I would say you had to have a lot more other creative aspects to it. For me, networking is one. I mean, online marketing and offline is two different things, but to scale, I think offline is more important. So that I think is where we have to play a better game.
Mangal bhai?
Yeah, so to add to Savio bhai, the creativity in gifting comes with a differentiator because it's a huge competitive market. Everyone is looking to get their pie in the same pool. So what differentiation we can provide, it will generate the creativity. So for us, let's find out the niche gaps in the system where we can provide more better solution that will help us scale our business and build the trust with the customers. So let's, for example, consider a sustainability thing. So if we can provide a better solution in sustainability or maybe in packaging or something which is not provided by most of the other suppliers, other brands, that will give you more creative advantage which we can use in, let's say, drive growth or scalability.
Absolutely. Harish bhai, coming to you. We discussed already about the timelines. My next question would be, how would you balance fast shipping, the logistics challenge when it comes to scaling a brand? आपने brand बना लिया, आपने stocks भी रख लिए, अब आपको client को 10 दिन में देना ही है क्योंकि client is always right. How do you overcome those challenges of logistics in a cost-effective way?
Yeah. So one thing is your client amount is your amount. So if the client is paying for the transport, because always different destinations, so we always tell whatever costing comes for the for the client, we check the best 3 transporters first, whom we deal with already, who give us the right reply कि माल यहाँ से गया, means doesn't go गया, कब पहुँच रहा है, कब उनके पास डेस्टिनेशन है, उनसे बात करते हैं, क्लाइंट को बताते हैं कि अगर उसने 3 दिन बोला तो हम उनको बोलते हैं 4 दिन लगेगा या 5 दिन लगेगा ट्रांसपोर्ट थिंग. सो यू टेक दैट एज अ डिलीवरी डेट so that you don't have any hurdles there, and we fight for the pricing and the best service and give it to them so that their costing goes less.
So next learning is always have a buffer, always have contingency time, always have a buffer price, always have a little marked up price, because some things are not in your control. Next question would be for Mangal bhai. What is the role of personalization in scaling a gifting brand, and how do you implement it effectively?
So for personalization, my take is it's not just putting your logo on a product. It's just one part of personalization. Giving entire experience end to end, वो client को जो भी requirement में customization, packaging में differentiator, what we can do, the better branding solution. So all these things comes in the personalization. Why personalization is important? Because that is where we add the value in the product. Otherwise, there are a lot of brands which are ready to supply to the customer directly. As we were discussing earlier, our next competitor is not sitting next to us. It's the Amazons, it's the Flipkarts, it's all the retail brands which are coming into this space. So personalization and customization is where we can create a value. And how to implement it, we have to have some standard processes, because while we scale, the biggest challenge is how to manage the customization. The products are there, the supply is there, the center part, the customization part, there is some gaps जहाँ की आपका order जो है उसमें कुछ loopholes आ सकते हैं या कुछ खराब हो सकता है. So the best part is to implement the process, to have the team to get the approvals before printing the product or say packaging, to get the Photoshop approvals, and if physical sample is there, then get the physical samples approved. So everything on the approval stage to the implementation stage, the client should be in the loop. The regular emails, the regular WhatsApp communication with the client, that will help in implementing the personalization and customization.
Absolutely. Right correspondence, good communication, checking for approvals, and most important, co-branding in a brand. That will help you make your brand grow. Well said, sir. Next question is for Yash. Can you share an example of a gifting product that successfully scaled your brand?
Yes, I think that would be the informative pen stands that we brought in. And that is what gave us a good, I would say, recognition pan-India through corporate gifting resellers. And I think whenever you want to have a hero product for a brand or for a company, it has to be something which is innovative as well as not easily replicable, because if it is easily replicable, then it is very fast in today's times. So the informative pen stand is what has given us recognition pan-India. And what we have done is, because now we've been known for informative pen stands, we've tried to keep the same theme and adapt it into different formats, so that people know ki anything which is information plus branding, this is the company where they will have maximum options. So that is what I said previously also. Instead of doing everything, we've focused towards one particular niche.
I would request the others also to share their hero products, because that is somewhere we all win. So, Mr. Savio?
For Frido, I think our hero product is basically the travel neck pillow.
The travel pillow.
Yeah, the travel neck pillow. It's something that is like scaled rapidly, and it's like every single person who comes to us has been asking for the same product. They've been asking for variations, personalizations. So I think, yeah, travel neck pillow is something that has scaled really well, and I would say it's a hero product in the gifting for us.
Mangal bhai?
So for us, we don't own a brand or have a range of products which belongs to us. We supply in all the brands. So I would consider my hero products in my supply chain, because we are a online focused corporate gifting agency. Our fast response time is our hero product. I can generate a presentation for a client in the next 2 minutes and supply as per his requirements. So that is my hero in all my processes, which gives me advantage where I can give faster response as well as the effective response to whatever client requires.
Haresh bhai?
My hero products is such like I do so many SKUs. So I ask the client, whom do you want to give the gift? And what are your end users? And I can give them, as per their budget, at least 5, 6 excellent options, which is value for money. And the end user will say, yeah, kya gift mila hai? So that is what, because we keep the stocks ready in all. You tell me 500 pieces, 5,000 pieces, or 20,000 each SKUs, we have ready stocks. So the end user is very important, what they want, and we can give them.
Perfect. To summarize again, a hero product is one product which you can single-handedly buy the market. Second, you give a product which has a recall value, like Frido neck pillows. Mangal bhai is focusing on his services, and Haresh bhai is focusing more on his brand, his product range, and he offers certain products to his clients based on their price range. Mangal bhai, this question is to you. What is a marketing strategy that's working wonders for a gifting brand like yours, and why? Since you are into online sales, how do you market your product as a brand?
So regarding marketing, we all know all traditional methods of marketing. The exhibition is one way to market your brand. There are other ways like promoting online your brand. Then there is cold calling or mouth publicity, or all these traditional ways are there. I would consider online come offline combination of marketing would be the most innovative thing in nowadays, because just promoting your products offline in say exhibition or other spaces will not make you reach all the customers, and just promoting it online will not give the physical look and feel through the products. For example, I'll just tell you about my brand. For the CGI welcome kit, we provided one tech organizer kit, which was given as a gift to all the CGI members. And that was given at much below than our cost price. That was, I consider as my marketing initiative. So the kit went to all the CGI members, and that generated a lot of revenue, which I could not expect from the vendors, which I do not even know for. So it created a physical sampling as well as an online experience, because the product is available on all my channels. So let's create a online come offline experience, because just one channel will not suffice all your marketing needs.
Wonderful. Mr. Savio, what is a current trend in the gifting industry that excites you, and how do brands capitalize on it?
The one thing that I've seen in the last few months or a year is that for any D2C brand to enter a gifting range, let it be anyone, it has been very difficult. But now resellers and companies and vendors are open to D2C brands with our performance marketing. So this trend I see as we go up, as we are a manufacturing and R&D company, getting products to the end clients, I see this trend coming in, and which has actually helped us scale better. So where resellers and vendors are open to homegrown brands and more accepting to them instead of actually importing and getting cheaper products. They are even started working with premium brands like us as well. So that is something I see as a good trend in the market, and it will actually help scale a lot of Indian grown brands as well.
Point to be noted, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India. Let's promote Make in India products for our gifting as well. Harish bhai, how do you ensure customers are delighted with their gifting experience, and what impact does it have on growing your brand?
As I have all my 4 brands together, so I have to differentiate as per the brand also. So we develop Nautica in a different color range, which will go pastel colors. Kennet Cole, we have kept a formal range. Everything has been divided. Giordano, we have kept a eco-friendly canvas range. Gilmore Oak, we have kept value for money and add on a lot of sugar in the products to give the customer all the variety so that we don't lose any customer and give them as per what they needed. And fashion, we have to keep on creating. Every day we have to create new things. Maybe one will work, 10 will not work. Again, that one works, that is all. You have to create fashion, and fashion.
A very important question here for all of you. You all can take it whoever wishes to. What is your prediction for the future of gifting industry, and how can brands help us grow the industry further?
So for prediction of this industry, let us see the data. Worldwide, the gifting industry is it's about $1 trillion, and the corporate employees around let's say 70 to 80 millions. But in India, we employ let's say 1/6 of the employees, but our gifting is hardly 2% of the worldwide numbers. So we have to make the awareness to the brands, to the corporates, to the companies to grow the market. If in the same market we all are just fighting for our share, that will not grow the market. The overall market should grow. We have to find more occasions other than Diwali and let's say pharma gifting, where gifting can be introduced. For example, Women's Day is picking up nowadays. So there are multiple ideas where gifting can be done in say foreign countries or European countries. There are holiday gifts, there are kids day, there are back to school days, multiple ways where gifting is being done. So in India, the awareness is still pending, and we as a gifting industry, we all have that leverage. We connect to clients on daily basis. So we should focus on, let's say, promote more ideas for gifting where this industry can be grown.
Yash, your inputs?
I think gifting initially a few years back was only majorly to customers, dealers, and for events. Employee gifting is picking up, but it was only specifically towards the MNCs. I think now a lot of startups and other companies are also focusing on employee gifting. And secondly, premiumization. Like Savio said, I think people are now over the fact that they know that anything they gift which is sub-quality or subpar, people will throw it away, because in today's time people have a lot of options. So you have to give people something that they want to use and which has high utility. Otherwise, it is a waste of money. You're just gifting it for the sake of it. People will throw it away.
Savio would like to add something.
The gifting industry internationally is something which is taken very seriously. India, it was not, but now it is actually taking, people are actually looking into it. There are teams being built in companies, people are talking about it, there are actually employees hired just to take care of the gifting for the company. Yash was saying that MNCs were now, even Indian companies, normal companies are taking gifting seriously, because employee satisfaction is very important. As attrition is increasing, employee satisfaction important, gifting is taken. So you see, I think this will actually help it grow in India, because internationally it has grown, but India it is going to take some time, but it will grow faster now.
I'm sure everybody would be happy hearing this, that our gifting industry still has a good potential and we are growing globally. Let's promote gifting, not the wrong way, but the right way. Next question, Mangal bhai. How do you create a seamless gifting experience across online, offline and mobile channels? And the same would be to Savio as well.
So for me, gifting is not just a marketing or a creativity solution. It's more of a supply chain problem we are solving. Because the back end, there are a lot of things. Once the order comes, जैसा अपनी इंडस्ट्री में है कि ऑर्डर लाना ईजी है, एग्जीक्यूट करना बहुत मुश्किल है. सो द बिफोर स्केलिंग और बिफोर गोइंग omni channel, first everyone has to sort their supply chain, the back-end vendors, their relationship with vendors, their teams, their operation capabilities, their logistic partners. So if everything is sorted, then one can plan for online, offline or multi-channel. So going online is the easiest way. You just have to make your products available online and market by paid or offline marketing. And then for offline marketing, the exhibitions are, doing very good nowadays. And for mobile, first mobile is very, as per my website and app experience, I can say mobile is still a very low, marketing channel for gifting industry as of now, because no one wants to keep an app just for once in a year gifting or twice in a year gifting. But for online website experience as well as offline, so the product availability, the consistent experience, the similar sync in pricing, as well as the operation capabilities all put together, then it can be created a completely omni-channel experience.
Frido is primarily a D2C brand. It's mostly an online brand, and we have been there for some time. Gifting was an afterthought. Whenever we got an inquiry, we would work on it. For the last 1.5 years, it has become serious business for us. And then creating an omni-channel experience is actually the toughest part right now for us. Because primarily, being one of the fastest growing startups, online is given more preference. But with offline now stepping in and we are working it, and we're having our own factories and all, supply chain is sorted. That is not an issue. But making sure that the consumer in the end is getting the right product is the most difficult right now. But I think if you take it properly and you streamline it, you can actually work it together with an omni-channel, with online, offline playing a part in, holding hands with each other and scaling it up. So I think being an online brand, offline takes a hit, but you can still work around it.
Haresh bhai, would you like to add something as an online portal as well?
Yes, online is also very important for our corporate business because everything is shown on the online and the companies always check the prices there first. So it's a very good add-on business for our corporates. And one more to add on is a retail stores where if the products are maintained and quality is maintained, then the corporate will also increase more because the value for money is there and the quality is maintained.
The next question would be, what's the key to building a team that can support the growth of a gifting brand? And how do you most importantly retain the talent that you have in your company as a HR person, so to speak? Open to all, anyone can take it. Our gifting industry unfortunately has this staff rakha, marketing sikhaya, वो वहाँ से निकल गया, कहीं और join कर लिया, customers को भी साथ में लेके गया. Customer को retain करना है, आप अपने staff को कैसे retain करोगे?
For me, I've started building a team a year back, and the one thing that I spend most of my time is hiring. I sit and screen all the profiles and talk to people and understand how they actually fit in my team. Because if I need to build a very strong team, it's for me to hire the right people, and that I can say proudly that I have done. These are people who have been here with me for the last 1.5 years, helped grow. They don't want to leave because I've given them their growth, because they have proven to me. So I think sitting as a leader, you need to sit and actually talk to these people, make them trust you, make them believe in you and your thought process, your strategy. And I think then you can actually build a very strong team, because that is the most important aspect here.
Yash, you'd like to add something?
Yeah, I think what you said that रखा सब marketing सिखाया और चला गया is मतलब सबकी दुखती रहता है वो.
Absolutely.
And I'm very young with that, but what I've seen with my father is as much conversations we have with our core team regarding work, we should have the same amount of conversations outside work as well. Because that is where the relationship is built, and that is a lot of what his job is now today. So which is why people don't stay with you because of the incentive or bonus or whatever. They stay with you because एक relation है. They know that tomorrow if there's an issue, even at home, there's someone with whom we spend so much time and we can talk it out. And apart from that, we need to understand that investment into hiring is very high. The hiring cost and the time is very high. So sometimes we need to keep that in mind and just give out incentives and increments, because maybe we think that why 20%, why 40%, but tomorrow the amount of investment into hiring and again training is equally high. So we have to accept this as an expense and go forward.
Absolutely.
Please, marketing team is a very important team for your business. Marketing में business है तो accounts पे भी bill बनेंगे, account में bill बनेंगे तो नीचे सबको काम मिलेगा, उनको काम मिलेगा, marketing का business हुआ तो packers को काम मिलेगा. So this entire team is very very important for us. Marketing के साथ बैठना ज़रूरी है. Give them 10-15 minutes. Ask them every day. Whenever you're free, you should sit with them. That's the most important thing, which I've learned last 1.5 2 years. Be friendly with them. Any tensions is there, any deals are there. It's very important. वो है तो हम सब line में है. And the more you increase it and give them incentive, and also pick up some of your own staff and give them a grace. Packer को office में लाना है, office वाले को marketing में लाना है. We have some reception girls who are the top marketing girls now in our company, which we have taken care, and they are always happy.
Some shuffling at times is required.
100%.
So not taking any more time, I would request the audience for being here thankfully. We had a good session with the speakers. I open this round to anyone from the audience who would like to ask any questions to our panelists. Anybody having any questions for them, please?
Hello, and thanks for your insights. Other than pricing, which seems to be a very consistent feedback across all the suppliers I've met, so far, what are the other deliverables that your customers seem to appreciate, as gifting solutions? So price being a very pivotal, ask in the country. So, but other than that, what are the key deliverables or differentiators that customers appreciate and are willing to pay for the same?
So very important that we have the stocks ready with them. Sometimes the customer said, my budget is not there, but I want this bag. And it's a big quantity. Maybe I must be losing some money on that or sometimes, but sometimes we take that order so that our factory also gets a lot of work, which is more important. Their factory also should run because of us. But we assure them that we are giving you this price so that you give us more orders. In the next one, we can earn more. The stocks what we keep ready are really huge, and that would be satisfy any client what the budget we have. And we have all the budget business. So we have to keep everything ready, and we are into the market.
I would also like to add to this. At Manoharlal Omprakash, we have our first motto by my dad. Quality and service is our motto. We give 3 choices to the client. One is the price, one are the timelines, and one is the quality. We tell the client to choose any 2 of the 3 given choices. The third is ours. So if he wants quality, if he wants timely services, he has to pay the price. If he wants a subsidized rate product, he has to compromise somewhere on the quality. If he wants the other 2, quality and price, somewhere the service will be there, because at the end of the day in the gifting industry, everybody is here to earn. So 3 choices, you take 2, I take the third one.
So whilst I appreciate the matrix being offered, my question is, what is it that the new age companies are willing to, or more skewed towards, other than price? Is there an appreciation for, quality product? Because, I do hear, for example, Mr. Haresh constantly talking about price, and availability, delivery, right? But, when we talk about Frido, it is a D2C concept, spoke about a specific, one of the earlier, category leaders, if I may say, but now there's obviously, memory foam all around and you still continue. So there is, you did find a certain niche and, which was appreciated. But that's a D2C solution. So are the corporates being able to appreciate, product lines like these as well?
Savio, you'd like to take that?
Yeah, they have started actually. The only benefit we had was performance marketing. Everyone knew about us. We were growing. Initially, there was a hiccup. People were like, okay, your pricing online you're pretty expensive, but, can we get it at a certain cost? Slowly, their mindset started changing. People started appreciating quality. We had to do the hard work by cracking, like Mr. Harsh was saying, you go through some deals with a loss to just put the product out there so people know that you're there, you're gifting, and the product is available. Once they started seeing the quality, once they started seeing how the end customers started liking it, the employees started liking it, even the vendors want to work with us now. They don't mind the pricing, they don't mind the premiumness. So I would say, yes, quality is another deliverable. It is important. Pricing runs the industry, but quality is coming up there.
I totally agree. Quality, service, it makes a very big difference, no doubt about it. People are ready to pay a price if you're giving them that quality, what you're promising them. Again, the good advantage in India, what we have is, we deliver what we show. Not unlike China, wherein I've heard product managers from pharmaceutical companies telling that हमको कैटलॉग आया था, हमने ये प्रोडक्ट सिलेक्ट किया था, हमारे पास एंड में जो आया वो प्रोडक्ट ही अलग था, कलर चेंज हो गया, ब्रांडिंग हैज चेंज्ड. So those things we can take care here, being in a personalized gifting industry. Price, of course, rules the market. Unfortunately, with the new trends coming in, we have online portals like Amazon, Myntra, so to speak, add Blinkit and Zeptos to it now, which are giving you deliveries in 10 minutes, quick commerce. It is making the industry difficult, but equally competitive, because they do not give the personalization what we at the end can give it to the customers, especially when it comes to bulk quantities. I hope that solves your query, ma'am.
No, I mean, it's food for thought.
I would also like to add one more point here. Other than product pricing, one more factor we consider is the trust. कोई customer आपसे तभी खरीदेगा. First is, are you providing the certain products and services at my price? And second, can I trust you? So as we are focused online, we hardly meet any of our clients. We focus on our, as a company name, client is not ordering on my face value. It's ordering to a brand. So the trust value, the how much previous experience, your previous work, your online reviews, your product quality and presentation, what you are communicating. So that creates a trust value, and that puts a very big factor in receiving an order.
So like I said initially, quality, service, that's where you can compromise little on the price. I think those are the main two factors which can help you scale a brand up. Because brands तो बहुत हैं, products भी बहुत हैं. आप अपने brand को sustain कैसे करते हो, that is more important. Anybody else would like to take any questions?
Thank you.
Physical presence of the product is also very important. You're carrying something, and that is something which is going to the world. So physical presence is also required in this, the query that you had. Because the way Mangal just told, we shared that kit to the members. It is 800 members carrying that kit with them. It is reaching to what are the eyeballs that product is getting. So that's how, if the product is good, the quality is good, and the cost comes later on. Cost is a budget. We are talking about the budget. It comes only when we are talking about festive gifting or a certain kind of gifting. But when we are talking about generic gifting, I think the presence and the quality is the biggest aspect, and the physical presence that you have. If that product is in your hand, you know how it is, and yes, I want this. I think this is another thing.
Absolutely.
One-to-one is very important with the client to show all the products.
Also, one trend which I have personally seen changing now is people are more quality conscious because they are giving it as a gift to their client. Earlier it was price, price, price. Nowadays it's become, I'm giving something to a client from my side. It also has my brand value added to it. I'm a corporate myself. I'm a pharma company. I'm a non-pharma. I'm a bank. I'm a mutual fund, whatever. So my name is associated with the gift I'm giving to my client ahead. So if the quality is not good, it will automatically tarnish my reputation also. That yaar ye koi bhi kuch bhi utha ke de deta hai. So I think the cultures are changing, the new trends are changing, the new educated people, the generations which are coming in. I'm not saying that the old generation was wrong, but it is just that with the new trends coming in, people are becoming quality conscious. That's where the brands are rising up. Anybody else would like to take any questions? I would like to thank our panelists, the wonderful audience on the Messe Frankfurt team, and signing off Pawan Narang here. So till we meet for the next session, good afternoon and have a wonderful exhibition ahead. Thank you, Bhakti. Please, you can take over.
Mr. Yash Lunavat. Mr. Mangal Chechani. Mr. Savio Abraham. And our moderator, Mr. Pawankumar Narang. So, I would just request everyone to kindly be on the dais for a group picture.